Hi you guys, and welcome back to Beautiful Teaching. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a top list, quick list of things that made my teaching life easier for this school year. If you are new here, my name is Bree. This is Beautiful Teaching, and I talk education, teaching, beauty, fashion. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit subscribe. And be sure to follow me on Instagram, where I post more and more often down below. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I feel like every passing year, there were a few standout items that I purchased or just random things that made my school year a lot easier. Real quick, if you ask what my shirt says, skip the straw, save the turtle. I will be providing pictures and links down below. So without any further ado, let's get into it. For those of you who don't know, I taught 5th grade this year is my second year teaching, and I am teaching 5th grade again next year. So a lot of these items I will be using again. All right, so the first thing that saved my life this school year are the math mystery pictures. I will try to find a photo here. If I don't have a photo, it'll be down below. But what they are, they're tiny squares, and it's a color by number, but with multiplication facts. They have them for every single grade, and they are free. So I encourage you to go ahead and check down below. And those are a lifesaver, especially when I had a sub. They take a couple days to do. They're great. They have multiplication, division. I use them in 3rd grade also. They're fantastic. The next thing that changed my life, and especially during my observations, when you want to show your admin that you do have a lot of student collaboration, are desk labels. So I did make my own. They are down below. And what I do is I purchase the square packs, $3 at Target. Again, I'll insert them down below. Everything I'm talking about will be inserted down below. So I stuck the label onto the desk, the clear label from Target, stuck it on the desk. Then I put in the label inside, and that was the student's label. And you can do a couple things with this. What I did was for discussion. And again, if you're a new teacher, I'm just gonna let you know that you do need to teach students how to have a discussion. I recommend using sentence stems on the board as well, but you are teaching them how to have proper discussion. And you want to do that early in the year so you can use that when you're being observed by your principal and other admin. What I would do is I just use peanut butter and jelly partners, but in my pack there are a couple different ones, and you guys can let me know if you want me to add different ones, like fun ones. Those were hand drawn on my iPad, so let me know. I can draw other things. I'm not like the best drawer, but I like doing it. And what I would do is I would say, all right, peanut butter, please raise your hand. Awesome. If you are peanut butter, you are going to be speaking first. Jelly, please raise your hand. If you are jelly, you are going to be listening first. And that's how I directed my collaborative time in my classroom. I had the speakers and the listeners per se, and I also did like a couple math games that were led with those partner labels. And it's just another way for students to know who goes first, who's listening. It's all part of the management system. So that is down below. The next thing I use a lot of are anchor charts, and I made my own anchor charts because halfway through the year I'm realizing, okay, you know, like anchor charts are fun to look at, but I think there needs to be some buy-in with the anchor charts, and that's with student participation. So I made a lot of anchor charts myself. I will link them down below, and it was a way for me to have students participate for buy-in for the anchor chart. And then I used the anchor chart and hung it up in its home on my wall. I have a lot of videos on them also, so I will link a lot of stuff down below. Feel free to enjoy and indulge. But the buy-in with the anchor charts was fabulous. It changed the game, and it got a lot of students interested, up and moving, and it was great. All right, so to go along with my anchor charts, what I really love is not etchy sketch markers. When I was starting to be a teacher and finding all like the materials I would need in the summer, a lot of teachers said the etchy sketch, like smelly markers, were really good, and they are, but I found better ones in my opinion, and they are the Sharpie, let me get the actual name. Please hold. Okay, so they're called Sharpie Flipchart markers, and they are fabulous. They're really dark ink, and they have a pin point on the tip with a marker, and they work really fabulously. So I recommend those, and I will be purchasing those for next school year. Something else that really helped and will always help me are whiteboards. I will link the ones I bought my first year teaching. They were only $30 at the time. Now they probably will go up, but nothing replaces the whiteboards. I tried paper in the sleeves, like construction paper in the sleeves, but they were not as well as the whiteboards. And I will tell you, if you allow students to use whiteboards to solve math problems, it helps a lot. All right, another item that is like duh, but it really helped me this year are clipboards. What I was finding for review, I wanted my kids to get up and moving for review. So I would have different math problems posted around different parts of the room, and the students would have a clipboard and they would walk around and solve the math problems, and I would give them a certain amount of time. So that really helped with involvement and motivation, especially in math review before a test. Another thing that has really helped me is on Friday afternoons, I allowed students to go play outside if they got all their work done and they earned it. It was like an incentive system. Me and the other 5th grade teachers all did this. It was a huge incentive system. So I got handballs, but the balls that the students love the most are the, well, mine did, are the squishy dodgeball balls, because they can throw them at each other and it doesn't hurt them, and they love to play dodgeball. So I recommend those. The next thing that you can't purchase but you can find is a teacher assistant. So I had a teacher assistant that sat kind of near my desk, and they had a lot of specific jobs. It's similar to a TA, and I have 5th grade, so I had a lot of independent students, and it helped me a lot. And they sorted the work number order, they turned stuff in, handed stuff back, put stuff in cubbies, organized all of my stuff. They were great, and I always paid them in candy at the end of the day. So and they applied for this position, but I would recommend a teacher assistant as well. And the last thing that changed the game in my classroom is my writing packs. So what I did is, how I teach writing, I will link all my writing videos down below. That's probably my #1 type of video that I have, and my #1 product on TBT. I love writing. I love writing. What I did is I really just made the 3 types of writing that we discuss in 5th grade. I also did this in 3rd grade. The 3 types that I made them so seamlessly be together that all you need to do is prep the pages and hand them out. Choose your sources, and that's it. And you can rank any narrative, informative, or opinion writing that you want in your classroom. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time this summer to create source pages like I wanted to. That may be something I'm gonna do throughout the school year, but I am gonna slowly be making those as I teach again next year. I'm just working on my single subject science credential right now, and I have to study for tests, so not the most fun, but that is something I am working on. But everything else, linked down below. Change the game, very easy. Writing's my favorite subject. All right, you guys, I did not want this video to be super long. I just wanted to talk about the couple of things. I don't even know how many things I mentioned. I really just sat down and thought what things really changed my life this year. And I wanted to make a condensed list, and this is what it is. And that is it. And if you guys have any questions, please leave it down below, and everything is going to be linked down below.